Welcome back to the 5th episode of the waterproof Softshell Jacket series. In this episode we will continue to make the jacket. We will start with the inner collar, then attach the back piece, the sleeves and so on. So for the collar, you can see it here, we need first to attach the side pieces so we have the exact identical width, and then attach that inner collar piece to the outer one. We will now sew this together and then turn it around. So it looks like that now, and if I turn it around, next will be to sew this down here. I therefore had to remove the seam tape a little bit. I need to apply it again afterwards. It was a little bit too early. Also on the other side here. So let's do that now. So I have also folded at the end here a little bit, so we will have a nice finish after turning it around. Same for the other side. Next task will be to sew this line here and catch the inner part here. This is a little bit fiddly, so let's see how that works. Seam tape again. As you can see, I applied some seam tape before to fix that a little bit, because sewing was really a pain and it didn't work out in the first place. So I had to try around a little bit. It is still not really nice, but yeah. This also is not like I wanted to have it. jacket. And then we will reapply the seam tape here, but only this part, as this would look really ugly and I don't think we will have a big issue here with waterproofness. Seam tape again. As you can see, I applied some seam tape before to fix that a little bit, because sewing was really a pain and it didn't work out in the first place, so I had to try around a little bit. It's still not really nice, but and then we will reapply the seam tape here, but only this part, as this would look really ugly and I don't think we will have a big issue here with waterproofness. Okay, so next step will be to sew in the back part here. So I will therefore put a few clips in there to have it easier to sew it. One in the middle and here another one. This should be sufficient. Now seam tape again. I'll try to hit it in the middle, and then after fixing it we go again over with the edges. Okay, next are the sleeves. I will therefore mark the middle here so I can put them in properly, because the middle part will go there. Should hit the seam in the middle here, and then we just distribute the length over and have a few helping clips in there. So as the sleeve has more length than the body part, you can see it here, I will sew it like that the sleeve is on the downside where the machine transports, so it will be easier to work in that additional length of the sleeve. So we now will begin to work in the length here. It's not too complicated with a stretchy fabric because we just stretch the upper side a bit. Are able to work in the additional length. Didn't work too well. Maybe for the other sleeve I will try to use the overlock machine with a differential transport, what you would normally use for this kind of task. Then we do the second seam. Seam tape again. So let's see how much we will need. Put a little bit more here on the safe side. And then we start. I will do it again like that. We try to get the seam tape in the middle of the whole thing here. And then in a second step. Cut off the remainder here. And then take care of the edges. So same for the other sleeve, but here I will try to use the overlock machine with the differential transport to get a better result regarding different length between the sleeve and the body part. So for the lower part I will use only a little bit of differential transport here, and for the upper part I will increase that. I will now increase. So in every overlock machine you normally can adjust the differential part of the transport, how strong it works. For the last part, as we go down again, I will reduce it again. So that worked out much better. You can see here the over length where you want it to. Yeah, and then we go over again as before with the normal lock stitch machine again. And seam tape again. Well, it looks like that now. That's from the outside. And this is from the inside. So the overlock seam has a little bit of a better appearance in my opinion. It looks cleaner. Personally, I don't care too much about the inside.